Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. Cardinals just a couple games over 500. We have not seen them since like the very start of the season. Coming off the off day, so let's get the subs back in here. Is that everybody? I think so, okay. There we go. Alright, so we'll see how the Cardinals have changed since we saw them. Was that still back in April? I think might have been the last time we saw them. April or at least May. Alright, as the Cardinals take the field. Did they have Beltre before? Everybody else, I think, is what I remember. Beltre, I feel like, was not their third baseman last time we played them. And I think Sky was on the team, but I don't believe he was starting as catcher, but I could be wrong about that too. Chris Young on the mound, he was definitely there. We've seen him a couple times already this year with the Cardinals. Here is Kester at the plate to start things off today. Let's see, we'll look at strike one. Ground ball. Beltre fields, but he's not going to have a play at first. He throws over, but it was never going to beat Kester there. So an infield hit to start the game. Brings Miyake to the plate. Sky has a pretty terrible arm behind home, if I remember right. So Kester really ought to take off any time, and that's not something you hear out of me often. Although maybe Chris Young heard me say it as he checks over on first. There he takes off, pitches a ball, and yeah, Kester in there easily. Sky, a good hitting catcher, powerful hitting catcher if I remember right, but not much of an arm back there. Miyake has a 2-2 count in the plate. There's now a runner in scoring position. Hits this one, that will be right to Beltre. One down, runner in scoring position. Chief at the plate. And he will look at strike one. This pitch up and in. There's a called strike, makes it 1-2. Ground ball, not hard hit up the middle. Kester lucky he wasn't tagged out. Still has time to get the throw to first. So there are two outs, a runner still in scoring position. And Quinton at the plate, he will bat left-handed. He knocked in the first run against the Marlins in the last game. This is not going to do it here. Soft line drive to second, and we will move on to the bottom half of the inning. Juan Pierre is going to lead things off for the Cardinals. See the defensive lineup that we came up with. Graves on the mound. And there is Juan Pierre. He has had some success against us. Few infield hits, I do remember. He puts this one in fair ground, right by the line, near the tarp. And he will round first and in for a well-placed double. Brings Cesar Izturis to the plate, with the runner already in scoring position. So pretty much the same thing we just did to the Cardinals. Though Kester couldn't get any further on the bases. We'll see what happens here with St. Louis. Izturis strikes out swinging, and that brings Albert Pujols to the plate. He's got a pretty good argument to be MVP, but I guess that was true for a lot of his years in St. Louis as well. Of course, in these series, it was Molina that left and Pujols stayed. Pujols goes down looking. That seems like a rarity. And there is Adrian Beltre. He was very busy on the defensive side. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses for strike two. Swing and a miss, and Graves is out of the inning. So both teams with a hit and a runner on second, but can't do any more. We'll go into the second inning where Zach will lead things off. First pitch to Zach is a fastball right down the middle. He let it go by. Hits this one, and it's pretty much right to Cabrera. That will bring Sweeney to the plate. He will look at a strike. This one is outside. We got a 1-1 count. Catches the inside corner. That looked like a nice framing job, too, by Sky. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 2 down. Martinez to the plate. There's a called strike on the outside. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Hits this one into shallow right field, and that will get down for a base hit. That will bring Phil to the plate. He had a few hits in his last game against the Marlins. I almost said yesterday. That was 2 days ago. Fouls the first pitch away. This one's inside. 1-1, runner on first, 2 out. Called strike makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. The Cardinals will start off with Juan Encarnacion. Oh, and I just see Sky apparently playing hurt. Not sure why the Cardinals don't have their backup catcher in, unless Sky is the backup and everybody's hurt. Encarnacion starts off with an 0-2 count. And he will foul this one away, still 0-2. This pitch down and out. Encarnacion does not chase it. Hits this ground ball to Kester. Oh, 1 away. Chris Burke to the plate. That fastball a bit high. There's a called strike. Ground ball to Kester again. 2 down. Here is Sky. Numbers are decent. I wonder why he's playing hurt. I have to try to remember to look at their injured list after this game. He has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike three. That will end the second inning. Still no score as we move on into the third. The Squirrels will start off with Graves at the plate. So Graves averaged down a little bit. He was all the way up to 250, but this is still just a fantastic offensive year for him. Grounds this one lightly to third. Beltre will get it there in time. I don't think Graves super fast. Kester got an infield hit in his first at-bat. Young with 2 strikeouts of the Squirrels, his first time through the order. Kester with a 2-0 count. Watches that little slider get over for a strike. Hits this one. Will it get down? It will, right in front of Encarnacion. So Kester 2 for 2 on the day. Miyake lined. Oh, and Kester's going to get picked off. Well, that was fun while it lasted. 2 outs, nobody on base now for Miyake, and he will look at strike one. Ground balls. Young will field it himself. Toss to first, and they are out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, still no score, as Drupal Cabrera will lead things off for the Cardinals. Cabrera with an 0-2 count. He will swing and miss, strike three. One away, Young at the plate. I mean, his 189 looks like a pitcher, but 15 RBI, that's pretty decent. I don't think any of our pitchers have anything like that. And he comes up with a base hit right on the right field line, rolls over by the tarp again, and again, that's a double. Juan Pierre did that to start the game for the Cardinals, and now Chris Young is going to do that as the opposing pitcher. And speaking of, here is Juan Pierre. Hit that double to start off the Cardinal part of the game. Graves with 5 strikeouts the first time through the Cardinals order, which very much helped when Pierre hit that leadoff double. Fouls this one off, but not by much, over by first base. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for Graves. Cesarez Turris was one of those strikeout victims the first time up. Looks at strike one here. Looks at strike two. And it's just a bit inside. Popped up. Graves is going to field it himself. And we will go to the 4th inning. 5 combined hits, 0 combined runs. Chief is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the 4th inning. Sorry, my voice is cracking for some reason. First pitch is called a strike. This one misses outside. Popped foul up by the luxury boxes. 1-2. This pitch down and out. It's 2-2 now. There's a called strike three. One away. Quinton at the plate. Hit a line drive, not a hard one, at second base to end the first inning. Looks at a ball here. There's a called strike. Makes it 1-1. Hits this one. That'll get through down the left field line for a single. 1 on, 1 out. Zach also lined a lot of line outs in this first go around the order. First pitch in this at-bat is called a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. And a check over on first. Quinton not going. Zach looks at a ball. This one is fouled off by the first base dugout. I've been to this ballpark enough times, I ought to remember whose dugout that is. But I don't off the top of my head. I think that's the visiting dugout. Zach strikeout swinging. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Hits this one through the left side of the infield. Puts runners on first and second. And it will bring Martinez to the plate. He already has a base hit in today's game. Looks at strike one here. This one just inside. Swings at a fastball that bounces in. A little over-eager maybe. And watches a perfectly good fastball for strike three. That'll end the 4th inning. The Squirrels with a bit of a threat, but no score. Albert Pujols is due to lead things off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 4th. Pujols struck out looking in his first at-bat. I feel like he doesn't have too many of those in his career, both on this video game and in real life. Pujols with an 0-2 count. Hits this one foul, down by the first base coach. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away, Adrian Beltre struck out swinging in his first at-bat. This one just misses outside. There's a called strike. So misses outside. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Line drive into left center. That drops in for a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. Juan Encarnacion to the plate. He starts off with a line drive into left. Back-to-back base hits. Puts runners on first and second with only the 1 out. Chris Burke at the plate. Graves going to have to work around some traffic here as he looks at strike 1. I should say he throws strike 1 and throws strike 2. Chris Burke looks at them. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout for Graves. Not out of the woods yet. Here is Sky, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Don't know what he's got left in him, being hurt. Has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So we'll move into the 5th inning. Still no score in this game. And only minor threats. Phil is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Phil struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. This pitch is down and in. This one fouled away over by the tarp. Called strike 3. 1 down. Graves ground out in his first at bat. I want to say to first, though I don't remember for sure. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one up right at the plate. Sky waiting on it. Although I think Young actually made that catch. Kester to the plate. Nobody on with 2 outs. First pitch is a ball. There's a called strike. A pretty hittable pitch. That changeup just misses outside. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2 rather. 2 outs, nobody on. Popped up again. Sky just has to stand up, and he will catch this one. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score, as Drupal Cabrera will come back to the box for the Cardinals. And he struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Fouled away. We'll try it again. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Chris Young got a double in his first at-bat. That strikeout was number 10 for Graves on the day. Young looks at strike 1 in this at-bat. Grounds this one up the middle. He is 2 for 2 on the day. That'll bring Juan Pierre. He is 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from Martinez. Not far, but far enough for Young to take second. Ground ball, high hop. Play is to first. Young does not try to advance. So runner on second with 2 outs. Cesar is Turris at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Ground ball to short. Kester to first. And that will end the inning. We go into the 6th. Still no score. Miyake will lead things off. 5 hits apiece for the teams, but nobody can seem to get that key one to take the lid off. Miyake's 0 for 2 so far. And he will get his first hit here into center field. Leadoff single. And that will bring Chief to the plate. He is 0 for 2. As he fouls this first pitch away. Looks at strike two. Hear that pitch up and out. Ground ball to first. Pujols goes to second with it. Throw back to first, not in time. So 1 on, 1 out for Quinton, who got a base hit in his last at bat. Swings and misses here. As they check over on first. I hope Chief is not foolish enough to run. That pitch sails high. Ground ball back to the pitcher, but it won't be a double play. I think it just hit just soft enough. 2 outs, runner on first for Zach. And he will look at strike one. Pops this one foul, but it will make the seats behind home plate. Too low, we got a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still waiting on a run. And Albert Pujols will lead things off for the Cardinals. Pujols has struck out in both at-bats today, once looking, once swinging. Graves starts him off with the fastball here for strike one. And that pitch is down and out. Backdoor curve for strike two. Too high. Pujols does not chase it. Goes with the changeup and gets a ground ball to second. 1 down. That will bring Beltre to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Looks at strike one. Hits this one in the air. Kester waiting on it near second. And he makes the grab. 2 down. Juan Encarnacion is 1 for 2. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike. Swing and a miss, strike three. We've played 6 innings and nobody has scored. I don't even think anybody's been on third base. So we go to the 7th where Sweeney will lead things off for the Squirrels. He is 1 for 2 today. First pitch is called a strike. And that'll be a base hit into left center. That's going to roll a little while. Sweeney's speed, that should be a pretty easy double. All right, there's the leadoff double. Martinez at the plate to try to do something about it. A lot of looking back to second. Goes to the plate with the fastball for strike one. Swing and a miss on the curve to make it 0-2. And Martinez hits this one. As Turris knocks it down, so it saves a run. Do mark that down a hit. I do agree with that ruling. Runners on the corners for Phil. There's nobody out. First pitch down and in, so it looks like Graves will be done one way or the other. Ground ball to second. Throw goes home. Sweeney is thrown out. Oh, well, I thought with his speed he might beat that out, but no such luck. All right, let's put Tom in to pinch hit here. We really need a run. Plus, Marvin got to pinch hit the last game. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And line drive right to Beltre. So it's up to Kester then. 2 outs now. First pitch is called a ball. Ground ball to second, and that hope goes up in flames. 7th inning stretch. It's a scoreless game. Chris Burke will lead off on the other side. So let's go get Jones then. We'll see what happens. Yeah, gotta admit, I really thought Tom was going to give us the lead. Had a good feeling putting him in, and he hit the ball hard. It just happened to be right at Beltre. All right, Jones on the mound, Burke at the plate. Starts off with a swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Ground ball to second. Throw to first, one away. Sky at the plate is struck out in both at-bats today. It's maybe not surprising. Just not to diminish his skills, I just don't know why he's in the lineup. Pops this one up. Martinez standing on the plate, makes the grab. 2 down as Drupal Cabrera has also struck out in both at-bats today. That's maybe a little more surprising. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Jones throws the breaking ball, gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. We go into the 8th inning. Somebody's going to have to score sometime today. Miyake is due to lead off for the Squirrels. Miyake's 1 for 3, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one right to Pujols. 1 down. Chief is 0 for 3 today, couple groundouts and a strikeout. This pitch catches the inside corner. Looks at a fastball right down the middle. And then a swing and a miss for strike 3. Chief just not having a good day. Maybe going to the bench for his rest day threw off his rhythm. Base is empty. Quinton at the plate, who looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And looks like Young's going to have to come out of the game. I'm sure the Cardinals trying to squeeze one last inning out of him, but his elbow wouldn't take it. Cardinals will go with Orr at the plate, or on the mound rather. All right, 0-2 count with 2 outs. Bases are empty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, that was quick. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still scoreless, and it is the pitcher spot due up first. I imagine after just 1 pitch, they'll let Orr go ahead and hit and try to get another inning out of him. Plus, apparently he's hitting .324 with 9 RBI. I don't know how he has the plate appearances to make that happen. Maybe he's made some spot starts, but that still seems like a lot. He has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 2-2. Ground ball to third. Chief to first. 1 out. That'll bring Juan Pierre to the plate. He is 1 for 3 so far. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one up. Chief going back, and he will make the grab. 2 down. Cesar Torres is 0 for 3. Looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Ground ball to second, Phil to first, and that will end the inning. We go to the 9th. There is still no score. Zach is due up for the Squirrels. Zach 0 for 3. First pitch, out of the zone. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-1. That fastball bit outside. Swing and a miss again. Makes it 2-2. And that's too low. It's a full count. Swings under a fastball. That is the first out of the inning. Sweeney is 2 for 3. That pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. That one's too low. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 down. Martinez is 2 for 3. Unfortunately, could not drive in a run. First pitch sails on Orr. Second pitch is down in the dirt. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again, makes it 2-2. Called strike 3 on a high fastball. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. There has not been a run scored in this game. Jones is going to start his 3rd inning, and Pujols is going to come to the plate. All that to say, I'm a little nervous how this is going to go. The Pujols has not gotten a hit today. A couple strikeouts and a ground out. That's not a ground out, but it'll work. A fly ball to Zach. 1 away. Beltre is 1 for 3 so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the breaking ball. And then a ground ball to second. We are 1 out away from extra innings. Juan Encarnacion standing in the way at the moment. He is 1 for 3 as he looks at a strike on the breaking ball. Another breaking ball gets a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, on to the 10th we go. Phil is going to start things off for the Squirrels, and then we'll get Marvin in here to pinch hit after that. Phil 0 for 3 today. Swings and misses at a fastball down the middle. Misses again at a fastball down the middle. Finally hits this one, but it's foul over by the first base dugout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, well, here comes Marvin. He will bat left-handed. Watches that pitch bounce in. This one's pretty hittable, and Marvin hits it right down the left field line. He's going to cruise in for a 1-out double. So the Squirrels with their first threat in a little while, feels like. Kester looks at strike 1. Marvin takes off for third. What are we doing? And that threat is neutralized. Terrible, terrible, terrible decision. So now 2 outs and the base is empty. Kester, not a home run hitter, has a 1-2 count now. Pops up, but it is foul. And that one is down and out. 2-2. Misses outside. We got a full count with 2 outs. Might have been nice to have a runner on second for this. Ground ball to short. Guess it doesn't matter. Though, you know, might have had another crack at it. So we'll go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Who are we going to pitch now? Yeah, Johnston says he's rested. Let's go with that. All right, Burke is 0 for 3 today. I will admit, for the sake of our bullpen, I'm really just kind of rooting for this game to end. I don't really care if we win at this point. I just don't want to use up any more pitchers. Burke strikes out. Sky at the plate. He's 0 for 3, though he did actually hit the ball last time out. Not very far, but he did. Hits this one right to Kester. 2 away. As Dribble Cabrera struck out in all 3 at-bats today. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. All right, we go to the 11th inning. The Squirrels will start off with Miyake at the plate. Still no score in this game on 14 combined hits. Miyake 1 for 4 so far. This pitch is up and in. There's a called strike. Down and in, it's 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Called strike 3. 1 out. Chief at the plate. He is 0 for 4. Or starting to wipe his brow. Chief does get aggressive, but he comes up empty on that first swing. Misses again, just apparently not seeing the ball here. All swings and all misses. 2 down. Quinton is 1 for 4 on the day. Looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, we go to the bottom of the 11th. Still waiting on the first run of the game. Pitcher spot is due up for the Cardinals. I would imagine they will pinch hit, though they've surprised me before. Oh, actually, Orr's going to come out of the game for elbow pain anyway. So the Cardinals will instead send Troy Gloss to the plate. First pitch from Johnston is down and out. This one catches the outside corner, 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Bounces that one in. Gloss lays off. Swings at that one in the dirt, though, for the first out. That'll bring Juan Pierre back to the plate. 1 for 4 so far. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one through the right side of the infield. See if he tries to steal second. Cesar Izturis is 0 for 4. I believe we're up to now, as first pitch is in the dirt. There's a called strike on a slurve. Fouled, and Martinez is going to make the grab. 2 down. Albert Pujols 0 for 4 today, though he did lift the last ball into right field. Looks at strike 1. This pitch is down and out. Swings and misses at the slurve. Popped way up. Martinez stands up and makes the catch. We're going to go to the 12th inning. Still no score. Zach is due up for Indianapolis. The Cardinals are going to put Perez into the game. So Rafael Perez. Zach hitless today. A lot of strikeouts. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one right to Beltre. 1 down. Sweeney is 2 for 4. Struck out twice, but he's also got a single and a double between those strikeouts. Looks at strike 1. Up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. Sweeney also a very fast runner. He should steal second. Martinez 2 for 4. Looks at strike one. This one's outside. Slider did not make it back to the plate as they check over on Sweeney. Outside again. It's 2-1. Sweeney finally takes off, and he does steal second. So a runner in scoring position with one out at the moment, though Martinez does have 2 strikes now. This would be a really good time to live up to the nickname, High Hop, and that's not going to do it. 2 away, runner on second. Phil at the plate. Do believe he is hitless today. And that's not going to do it either. Ground ball to first. Pujols steps on the bag himself. So we go to the bottom of the 12th. Still no runs, and Adrian Beltre due up in the batter's box. Beltre 1 for 4 so far. Looks at strike one. Ground ball to short. Kester had to wait on the hop, but no problem. 1 down. Juan Encarnacion is 1 for 4. Or 5, or whatever we're up to. I don't even remember. I think it's still only 4 for the Cardinals. He has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Chris Burke, yeah, he is 0 for 4. Fouls the first pitch back. That fastball up and in. And this fastball too high. 2-1. There, he gets the call on the high fastball. 2-2. Keeps with it, gets a swing and a miss, and that will end the 12th inning. We go to the 13th inning. Pitcher spot up. Let's see, what hand was Perez? I don't even remember. He is a lefty, so let's go with Frank. He looks at strike one. Hits this into center field, but pretty much right to Burke. 1 down. Kester 2 for 5 now. First pitch called a strike. And that pitch misses, up and out. Down by his feet, it's 2-1. Up and out, 3-1 the count. I think that might have been ball 4, but Kester puts it into center field anyway, so no harm done. 1 out single brings Miyake to the plate. See if Kester steals here. He should. There he goes. And there he is into second. Say, we've done this about all day. Now from here is where we can't seem to put any bat on the ball. Miyake with a 1-1 count. He hits this one into center field, and it does get down. Here comes Kester in for home, and we finally have a run in this ball game. Runner on first with 1 out. Miyake also fast. He probably should steal second as well. Chief takes a ball and swings and misses at a fastball. He has just looked terrible at the plate today. Finally hits one, and it's going to hook just foul. Did not miss by much. Misses that one, though, and that is strike 3. Cardinals are going to go to their bullpen and find Peter or Bobby. I think it was Peter. Yeah, Peter Moylan is going to take over. Try to get one more out and then see if the Cardinals can score their own run. I do kind of hope that they don't. If they do score, I hope they score 2. A ground ball to first. And we will go to the bottom of the 13th. The Squirrels finally with a lead. Shibuya will go out here to try to close it down whenever we get the menu. Going for save number 41 here. Sky 0 for 4. A little surprised they don't pinch hit for him. But, like I said, surprised he's in the lineup at all. Gets a iffy called strike. Umpire might be ready to go home, too. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Breaks his bat. Phil is going to field it. And that is the first out. Asdrubal Cabrera has struck out in all 4 at-bats today. Looks at strike 1. This one too low. Really worked. Oh, now he rises 1 and it gets fouled away. 1-2. Goes off speed, gets the swing and a miss. We get a pinch hitter. Hideki Matsui is going to be the last chance for the Cardinals here. He looks at strike 1. One just misses inside. Swings and misses at the fastball. Breaking ball is too low. 2-2. Ground ball to third. Chief on to first. And that is finally your ball game. Final score today: Indianapolis Squirrels 1, St. Louis Cardinals 0 in 13 innings. Sure hope the next 2 games don't drag on quite like that. Really only one highlight worth showing, and it is not in the first inning. Skip all the way to from the first to the 10th. And the game maybe should have been over there, but Marvin decided to try to steal third, and just a god-awful decision. And Miyake and Shibuya will share player of the game honors. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we got the Cardinals again tomorrow. We will see you then.